Going beyond the borders, international marketing. Yeah. Between luck and the benefit and the blunder, very, very close. So let's take a look at it. What is international marketing? It's about different people, different borders, only that. And yes, set of principles to reach and capture those markets. Why would we do international marketing? There's such a kick it must be, right? Going out of your own country and try your luck in another nation. Because it comes up with huge set of tragedy is true, but advantages and so many other help for an organization. You go international, for a market that's yet to be tapped. That means nobody else is there, so it's yours. And yes, it increases the lifespan of your product because if you limit yourself into one area or even in your own country, the chance of success for continuing period of time. Yes, but going out and try different countries, you can expand the market shares, better profit opportunities, and yes, you're developing or building larger volume of goods, so the economies of scale would be better. This is about Toyota. See, they dominate 40 countries in the world. Out of the countries, Toyota is a bestseller. 10 million vehicles. The best-selling one is Toyota Corolla. Up from Asia to Australia to Africa. Pricing not in Americas, right? See what sells in America better. Yeah, that's Ford. Play sells better in Brazil, and then Toyota Hilux sells well in Argentina, and same for Australia. Lada naturally for Russia, and Maruti in India. Sri Lanka, that's those countries, different favored products, and most of these products are made in other countries, of course, except Ford could be made in China and exported to America. That shows how networked international marketing is. There's no country which is immune from international marketing. Much of the produce, much of the services in any nation comes there. And of course, other vehicles also, right? In 2022, the best-selling models: Nissan Sentra, Hilux, Toyota, Ford, Tesla. Take a look at Tesla. Manufacturer has come up in a big way. Five ways to reach the international marketplace. Start from the exports, global web, internet, that is, licensing, franchising, a very common method. Joint ventures happens a lot, and of course direct investment, directly setting up a subsidiary company in the other country. That's a direct. Now Apple iPhone generally SOS capacity. Now some gray areas in the world where it's not there, but so much of the world is ready to face or ready to get receptive the world is for a brand. Of course, it will be good. This is the depth of the mobile, the penetration of the world market. Picture shows the Apple expansion. Intent is about the number of phones, 5.22 billion, and that's 2020. 6% of the world population has a smartphone. At the map, you can see where Apple is doing great. Apple may be doing great in the next years to come. Shown mobile phones, Samsung leads, Apple follows, Huawei very close, there are so many other players. Take a look at the last one, 9 point something from others. The world has not so many mobile brands, right? And giant Samsung still leads. The very common way of international marketing, using distributors, suppliers, and directly pump the products into another country. Much of the products that comes to Sri Lanka, for that matter, comes through exports of products. Sales reps, how it goes. The medical industry, so much of medicinal products come through distributors. Some do come through agents, of course. In another product, another way actually, internet. There are so much of online sales opportunities available, online purchasing available. There, company could go international thanks to the website capacity. You could log on to their website and place an order, and yes, presto, the order will be supplied by the global player. The most common method of international marketing for quite a lot of industries could be licensing and franchising. Right, licensed by Samsung. Because most of the restaurants franchise operations like Starbucks or Subway or Pizza Hut for that matter. So what's the difference? Licensing is just to develop a connection or develop a contract to buy, to utilize the product, and on return for royalties. Of course, you have to use the trademark, and that's it. Franchising is a lot more deep in control by the franchisor. He will be setting the marketing, and he will be setting the design, he will be determining the quality, the ingredients, everything. KFC restaurant, the similarity to that to an American KFC. Same goes for other franchise shops selling food, right? And restaurants. Very common. Then joint ventures. Two companies get together, set up a new product, like Maruti Suzuki. The company and the Suzuki company got together to create a new brand, Maruti Suzuki. Something like that. Different countries have different interests, different loves, different passions as a startup business. In international marketing, you do a lot of research to identify what drives that particular country best, and then you go to that country to supply that. For example, if there is an international player thinking about opening up a restaurant chain in for that matter, go for coffee because that's what they prefer. Imagine there's a Sri Lankan company thinking about moving into Brazil, might be working with sweets. So Australia is clothing. So different countries, different interest sets. Direct investment is okay, you go and set up a subsidiary. That's how Coca-Cola Sri Lanka is created. It's a direct subsidiary of Coca-Cola. This is not a very common method though. Most of the international marketing happens either direct sales or through franchises and yes, license. Happen, but not as much. What is done in international marketing? What should be done? Yeah, better use of technology and get full use of the digital platforms. You can reach 7 billion people. The only way that's possible is through the digital. All about changing yourself, or meaning adapting culture, the people, their way of life. International marketing is all about adjusting and adapting the new realities, target markets. First mistakes are plenty, especially in getting right, getting the language right. So many things can go lost in translation. Some key companies like Coca-Cola having 200 nations under its operations. That means every country in the world. Even they made mistakes. This is Coca-Cola made when going to China. Read the story in the new online, right? Best targeting campaigns, have a coke and a smile, was a mistake in France because in French it sounded like have a coke and a mouse. Starbucks made a mess of its campaign in Germany because of the words like latte. It meant something finger licking good. Yeah, well, it sounded eat your fingers off in China in the 80s. Ed, that's also in Thailand and Taiwan. Language matters a lot. This Electrolux, an European company, yeah, nothing sucks like an Electrolux, but then America has different slangs that Europe get. European company became laughing stock in America. There was a symbol which has been kind of added. Nike did not mean to, but it looked like the Arabic word for Allah. For research. Marketing is all about research, getting to know the thing. This is Dow, another tragedy. Dow shaped their bottles in the shape of, the women. Too pleasingly plumpy and everything in between. It was a pretty much of a nice touch for some countries of Europe, but some nations like Spain didn't like it, like the large bottles or the ungainly bottles. They found it to be offensive. Cultures are different from country to country. This is a take home work. I want you to identify one industry and, yeah, try to figure out three cases of global marketing blunders that happen in that industry. Okay? Pick up one industry and identify blunders made in that particular industry. Mostly these blunders could be related to language. Oh, there are other things as well. Catch you in another lesson.